Whoa, 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 whoa. I see my brother Maybach in the building. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I just got to slow down for a second with you guys. Coming off of the birthday week. My solar return was Tuesday. Monday, we showed up. We showed out. We had a great time. We partied here. Guys, I overslept. To be honest, my brother Maybach was in the building. I got up early, went back to sleep. It seems like the old age is catching up with me. My Lotus is in the building. Dirty Kenzo is here. Salute, salute. Thank you, thank you. In and out, he says, in and out. Have a great show. That's what I'm talking about. Some thorough people. We can't stay long, but there's this etiquette. Coming through, saying hello. Gotta go right back out. I feel you. Queen Kels is in the building. Salute. Lotus is like, yeah, I figured you were the birthday week caught up with you. And I was like, oh my God, Lotus, this old age. So I'm gonna light some Palo Santos up real quick. This is the post midweek check-in / going into the weekend vibes. Yeah. See, Queen Kels is another one. Gotta just tapping through, but I gotta run. Awesome, amazing. You guys have a great, amazing weekend. If you don't pop back in, those who came by, Dirty Kenzo and Kels, salute to you guys. All right, so much love. Appreciate you guys for stopping through. I totally understand. It's Friday. We got shit to do. Some of us are like Smokey, and they don't got a job, and they don't got shit to do. I'm chilling. This is my job. And I got docked. I'm getting docked because I was supposed to be here at 10:30. By the time I realized what time it was, I did a quick dash. So, you know, the lips things, I put some lip gloss on. Anyway, salute to everybody who came through on Monday to celebrate my solar return, my 46th solar return. It was on the 19th of July. That breaks down to a 10. 46 breaks down to a 10. So I can't lose. 10-10 wins. If you know about that New York station, you know it's 10-10 wins. So I'm embracing the new year, the ending of some cycles that needed to be dismantled. Also in the tarot card, the number 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. So I pray, you know, to the Most High, Jah, Allah, and all that good stuff, that my stroke of fortune is going to turn. Because Lord only knows, woof, we all have been struggling for the past couple of years. And because of my birthday donations, from the infamous Brother Savage, aka Jay Savage, aka Mr. Nice Guy, I was able to get a brand new deck. That's right. I spent my birthday going into a metaphysical shop, buying a new deck for you guys, for us. And I spent time with my girl humans. I didn't get to spend it with all 3 children, but I got to spend it with the 2 of them. I'll show you my deck. Oh, and Evie Eve's donation as well. So I can't forget her, can't exclude her. But this is my brand new deck that the birthday donations were, they provided for me. So I thank you for that. Everybody who stopped up on the panel, Big Cat, salute to Big Cat. Man, oh my goodness. I felt every bit of his celebration for me, every bit of the love. Brother Maybach was up there with me. Who else? My Raz girl, my Lotus. I gotta sip, y'all, because I'm telling you, I'm just waking up. I brushed my teeth. But I got to get this coffee to get this Jones up. Yeah, Brother Jay Savage was, that's what his name is, Brother Savage. Anyway, I can't get into too much of what the planet alignments are, you know, because I'm not all there right now. I've just been resting, doing some homework behind the scenes. since I got a new deck, I've been studying that. I also, with the birthday donations, I was able to get also not only just the deck, but a new chain, this astrology book. So, I'm not talking sideways to you guys when I'm telling you about some alignments, because sometimes I'm off. I have to admit that. And I also was able to get this soulmates and twin flame book, because I do talk about that. And I'm not completely savvy on the twin flame or twin soul journey. And I know a little bit about it and just doing my own homework and my own research. So, when I do talk about it, I want to have some kind of, some type of more knowledge. Not only that, but have something a little more concrete, a little bit more substantial, right? Because it's only right if I'm going to be, doing that. So thank you all for the birthday loves, financially and not. The fact that we spent 6 hours here and I had a whole crew rocking out with me, that's love. It doesn't matter if it's monetary or not. Also, to my little sister, my blood sister, she gave me a whole pack of earrings of different types of the melanated girls on there. And oh my goodness, I can't wait to rock them out. So yeah, it was a good time. Just happy to be alive. Monday's show was about being grateful, what we're thankful for. You know what I'm saying? And it's the smallest, the little things in life. That's all that matters. It doesn't really have to be. Listen, this makes me happy, guys. You guys make me happy. This makes me happy. All right. Studying and getting more into depth with knowledge of self makes me happy. A little cup of coffee makes me happy. Knowing that my children are safe out here in these crazy streets of New York City, it makes me grateful. All right. So, I was going to try to come back on Wednesday, but, a couple of margaritas in, cucumber margaritas at that. I try to be as healthy as possible, guys, but it was my solar returns. I had to turn up a little bit. Those were catching up with me. And we're in a heat wave like most of the rest of the country, the world. So yeah, I was man down, and just having to take some rest and clean up and mentally rest, spiritually rest, because I've been getting downloads about my personal spiritual journey and what's to come, what has transpired. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but that's what homework is about. You know what I'm saying? You got to homework. You got to do that work at home. It's not just the schoolwork that the children get from school. It's you. You got to do that homework. You got to do that assignment that you are aligned with, bars, that Creator has given to you and bestowed on you, all his light workers, all his healers, all his empaths, his soul children, the psychics, if you will, or the oracles. We have work to do. We really have our work cut out for us, and all the training and all the studying that we've been doing, and all the flexing of the brains that we've been giving out to everybody, that we've been absorbing. This is the time now to stand. We're kind of like at battle. We're in this spiritual warfare. So everything that you've been learning and inquiring, now is the time to flex that muscle. Use that third eye, because we're in the age of Aquarian, and we've been there, and now it's starting to really fulfill out prophecy. So, while it's a scary moment in time in history, it's also a beautiful time in history where those people who have been ostracized for the things that they do, now they want to attack these light beings and spiritual workers, right? Because they see that they can make a profit off of it. And so they want to get their little grubby claws and sink into that. Not understanding that this is not something that you can, buy at the store and, it's that one size fits all. No, this is something that's been given to you innately. All right. And yes, you can practice to get this skill. But if you're born with it, you're born with it, right? So this is the midweek, post-midweek check-in, but going towards the weekend for Friday the 22nd to Sunday the 24th. All right, today is a master number 22, so it's about building whether it's about getting your finances together or whether it's building relationships, either back up with certain people or just building relationships up with yourself. It's not about being selfish, but it's about knowing that you have to have a relationship with yourself first, right? Understanding who you are, besides knowing who you are, but it's understanding who you are. So, we have work to do. So this weekend will be that it will, we're also in Venus in Cancer right now. So, she is going to be lovey-dovey and all that good stuff, okay? She might be bringing some waterworks out to people, whether you're in a relationship or not. She can bring this emotional, I don't want to say turmoil, but that's the word that I'm seeing is turmoil, because while Cancer is about this nurturing and love, and Venus is about love, Venus is also about finances and how a relationship looks. There could be this kind of, like you think of a wave, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So if you think about how the relationship is going to be looking, just for the weekend, but Venus is going to be in Cancer for the next couple of weeks. So just be, prepared that things can go, sway one way or the other, whether it's going to be all lovey-dovey or whether this emotion is going to pull you into, again, talking to some people, letting them know about themselves. All right. So let's kick it in. We're going to go into help. I'm using the some French deck. Y'all know I can't pronounce it. All right. So this is for health and finances. I probably will do it. If I need to clarify, I'll do that. And I'll be clarifying with the witches deck. All right. And then we're going to also be going into the romance because, what is it? No romance without finance. All right. So we're using the good old faithful, the angel romance. Okay. And we also have another mini oracle deck, which is called the Island Time Love Oracles. All right. Island Time Wellness. And then I'm using another oracle for romance. I have to spend a little time on romance, right? It is what it is. Love it or hate it. The underdog's on top. All right. Okay. And then we're going to use the, to close out the reading, we're going to be doing the wisdom oracle. All right. Okay. And we're jamming out to some African Caribbean beats in the background. Because I was slick. I got away with playing New Jack Swing on Monday. I didn't get any kind of notifications, but I'm not trying to play myself. You listen. You got to be right on these YouTube streets, as they really blocking people off. 1111. Ooh, yes. There you go, Lotus. There goes your number. Okay. So let's kick it in. We're going to kick it into the health. All right. See what we need to be aware of for this week or the weekends rather. Because I exceeded past the midweek check-in, it's more towards the weekend. Okay. So we got Magician here, Gemini energy coming through. All right. Just shuffling a little bit because I didn't do it. And then the 10 of coins here. Ooh, I like it. All right, so some people could be working on, I'm getting overtime. Some people could be working overtime in regards to finances. Or somebody's making some type of elixir. You're putting money into, like elixirs. So, is that my bell? No, I don't have the energy. Okay, anyway. So elixir, somebody could be putting finances up for getting ingredients to make tonics, teas, elixirs. All right, sea moss. Okay, so what does the collective need to know for the weekend of July 22nd in regards to their health? What do they need to know? Okay, and I have my thing charging up. All right, so we got the Queen of Cups here. All right, so we just finished. We're in Leo season. All right. So Leo showed up in the middle of the deck with the strength card here. And bottom of the deck is Virgo Hermit. All right. So we know we're finished out of Cancer season technically, but I just said Venus is in Cancer right now. The Queen of Cups definitely shows us about being in that being in that Cancer type energy. All right, but again, she has a cup here, so somebody could be they're having to go back to the video tape, if you will, in regards to making their elixirs. You take it how you want to take it, a collective, but that's the word that I keep hearing is elixir. All right, and that's like an old school kind of remedy. You put together some herbs, you put together some the tonics, the bitters. All right, so somebody could be having to do that in regards to your health. I'm getting again that cleaning out. All right, so for the past couple of readings now, I've been getting somebody with either indigestion or some type of digestive system issues. All right. Again, disclaimer, as I put into the description, I am not a medical professional. I am not a legal professional. I just get information coming through the spirit world, and you guys take it how you want to take it. But if it's something serious, please seek medical advice. All right. For women, I'm getting something to do with your cycle. All right. So this could be somebody going into their season of menopause, or there's some kind of dry spell going on is what I'm getting. All right. With this Hermit here. Yeah. So somebody could, yeah. And we got the Emperor right underneath that and the World card. So there could really very well much be somebody going through their cycle where there's this menopause taking place now. All right. Kudos to you. Whew. Because listen, I understand. I was like, listen, I can't wait for this thing to end already. And I went in pretty early, so thank goodness. All right, so let's clarify a little bit more. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Okay. We got Pisces as well, water signs, so not necessarily having to do with Cancer. We also have Pisces and Scorpio. All right, so this is a Scorpio woman or a Pisces woman. Specifically, they could be going through a different cycle. All right, so may not necessarily have to be menopause, but there's some type of stoppage. I don't know. Listen, I can't talk. There's some type of break in your flow, in your cycle. Okay, so let's clarify a little bit more. Come on and play my music. YouTube has been throwing in. People have really been monetizing off of YouTube, capitalizing, because every other second they putting in some commercials. YouTube never had that. It's like you could just play your stuff straight through without any people breaking and putting in commercials. Oh, it messes my flow up. All right, so what's going on here? Also, this is more towards women right now. Again, when I was just talking about self-care. So, you're some of you are taking that heed and really like, you know what, it is about me. So some women could be changing the hair color. All right. Lavender, blue, like they're just playing around and experimenting with different colors, different shades in their hair. It's the summertime. We can do this. We can have fun and play around when we're not burning up by the sun. All right. So, and also know that there is a spirit guide around you, collective, in regards to your health. All right. So you could be getting somebody encouraged. So you can have somebody that's kind of like, so Cancers are very intuitive. Water signs are intuitive, but the Cancers are the psychic of the group, if you will. So collective, you could have a Cancer mother or older sister or someone who's motherly figure who's nudging you to take care of yourself, get your health in order, drink more waters. Let me get my coffee because I really can't talk right now. What's going on? What is going on? Getting some more water in you, right? That helps flush out the digestive system. That also helps clean up your kidneys. All right. So you could be having somebody it's not that they're trying to be on your back or stay on your back, but they want you to be healthier. All right. So incorporating more water into your life. So this could be a mother figure who's like calling you, or you are that motherly figure doing that to somebody else. nudging them on, like, listen, you got to take care of yourself. Because I'm also getting that somebody's skin could be actually starting to wrinkle up, and that's very well true. You can see that in the tips of your fingers. You can see that in somebody's lips. So you could be seeing it like, ooh, this person's lips are very dry, or their fingers are kind of like raisin and well, rubbery. That's how you can tell that somebody needs to have more water in their diet. Okay, let's clarify. Why is this queen here, please? All right, so and then we got the 5 of Cups. So more water energy here. Definitely more water energy. And then we got the Knight of Swords and right in the middle. All right, so this is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And then we got the 7 of Cups here. So Cancers, somebody also could be feeling, again, melancholy about their birthday season ending. All right, Cancer, that whole Cancer season. So if they had a birthday in July or the end of June, some could be feeling, very emotional. Again, we have Venus in Cancer right now, so they're feeling this emotion. I'm good. I like I said, I had a good solar return. I'm looking forward to the Leo energy because I got more Leo placement there. So, all right. So we got the 7 of Cups here, and then we got the 4 of Cups right underneath that. So a lot of water energy here. But this definitely could be a mother figure, sister, cousin, girlfriend. If this is men, all right, don't get hung up on the gender. You could be having a woman kind of staying on top of your case about drinking more water. You need to stay hydrated, all right? You could be having different types of beverages that you're drinking, like, oh, but I am, staying hydrated. No. You need to have water content, the water intake, okay? All right, so this is more about, for what I'm getting is more water. This is to keep you hydrated, keep our skin looking good, all right? So somebody could be knowing that. And also, if that's not the case, this could be in regards to a woman going through a different cycle in her life in regards to her menstrual. She could be either getting a lighter flow or she's going to actually be going into menopause. All right. Again, mother figure. So if this is not you, this could be your mother. This could be a sister. This could be a cousin, somebody who's older than you are. All right. Okay. So let's move on to finances. All right, let's move on to finances. So, I just saw the Devil card, all right, and I saw the 7 of Wands, and now I just got the 10 of Swords here. So, somebody's trying to do some type of trickery or deception to you guys, all right, where you have to be on the defense. I was seeing a lot of this. Some people are working with somebody together in partnerships, and you guys might still have this person around you. They haven't changed. A leopard really doesn't change their spots. Thank you, Lotus. You've been working on some new things. Yeah, it might be you, because I talked about that before with the whole, the cups, you know what I mean? So it could be very well much you. But yeah, we got to stay hydrated though, nonetheless. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the finance department. Yeah, so be protective, guys. I'm also getting, you might need to get, okay, so if this is a person who works for themselves or has their own business, you may need to get an alarm system or update your alarm system or get cameras, because for some reason, whoever you're working with, I don't want to scare you guys, but just be protective. This is your company. So you could be having somebody who's plotting to steal. They're just a shady people, or if they don't physically do it, they're going to have somebody else try to, so all I'm just saying is, again, get prepared so you don't have to, get ready so you don't have to be ready or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. But you might have to invest in some type of security system or update the security system. Okay. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. I really don't. See, and here goes another commercial. What was that, like 5 seconds? Come on. killing me. Small. Okay. So we got the Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah. All right. So definitely has to do with finances. And then we have here the Five of Coins. Collective, be careful. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Coins. This has to do with, not having enough money, feeling isolated, feeling lack of money. If that's okay, so if that's not the case, somebody's cycle in regards to finances, because money moves, money is currency, right? They got that word from the moon cycle. All right. And we got the Wheel of Fortune here. This is 10. Okay. So there's this ending. So if somebody was feeling lack and not having enough money, okay, this cycle is coming to an end. This could be picking up in 5 to 10 months from now. Okay. Or sometime in October. I think that's the 10th month. October is where you could see this shift happening in regards to your finances. So where you were for the past 5 months, not getting revenue or generating enough money, or just whatever the case may be, where you're just feeling like I don't have enough money. In the next 5 months, this could take place, where there's going to be this bump up, or in October. Okay, so let's clarify a little bit more. Let's see what else is behind it. Yeah, we got the Eight of Cups here. So you might have to change jobs. I know we talked about this before. You may have to leave the position behind if it's not, listen, times are really getting a little tough out here in regards to money. So you may have to leave that job so that you can get, something that's going to be a little more profitable. Okay. What else? Yeah, and then the Ace of Cups is behind all of that. All right, so let's clarify a little bit more. Why is this wheel here? I believe this is Sagittarius. Hold on. The wheel is Sagittarius energy, so this is fire. All right, so yeah, Leo's is fire. Okay, and then in December. So you got any time between now, October, and possibly December to see a difference in regards to, money, pay increase if you do happen to leave this job, right? Because 8 is August. We'll be in August in another couple of weeks. All right. So, by August, you may be deciding, listen, I'm going to have to leave this job because it's not doing the thing for me. It's not, I need that money. All right. And you've probably been sticking it out for 10 months, 10 years. So, a change in direction could bring this money to you. All right. So all right. So if somebody's looking to switch jobs or whatever, you could probably start putting your resumes in now, and you could hear back sometime in August, or wait until August and then start, because we all have different lucky months of where money is more lucrative, right? We're more luckier in those months than we are in certain months. So depending on what your life path number is, right, we got to look those up. Go to numerology, whatever numerology, free online, right? You're going to, again, it's your name, your whole name, the name you were born with, and then it adds all that up for you, and you'll find out what your life path number is. For women, if you're married, you could use that name. If you've been married long enough to use your married name, then you did your maiden name, then you could use that. I got that information from Brother Lloyd Strayhorn. He has a book called Numerology. Think about but you could definitely go online in regards to numerology to find out what your life path number is. That's very important, because then you'll understand the mechanisms of how anything, where you live, where you work at, what months are better for you in regards to love, what months are better for you in regards to not love but romance or relationships, and money. So definitely you want to look into that. Okay. So yeah, Leo season. So Leo season's now, but mainly more in August. Look to making some type of change. All right. It's a gamble, but you got to do it. All right. What else? Why is this wheel here, please? Okay. Whenever the next full moon is, I can't see because I don't got my real glasses on. That's when you should be doing that. All right. Where you should be either enhancing your business or looking to then, if you're working in a company, putting your resume out to somewhere else. Okay. The new full moon, excuse me, not the new moon, the full moon, because you're releasing. The new moon is when you are bringing in. So you could do it either way, in either moon cycle. So you got options, guys, is what I'm saying. You got options to do things, make moves. All is not lost. All is not lost. All right. In regards to, making moves in finance, all is not lost. You have either the full moon, new moon, or the month of August to make things happen. All right. Or Leo season beginning today. All right. So you do as you feel. Go with your intuition. Go with your gut feeling, because that's not going to steer you wrong. All right. So, okay. Oh, my brother Rich Mo's in the building. Salute. Okay. He said I'm a work listening. Awesome. All right. So we're in finances right now. Clarifying. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So we got the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands right underneath that bottom of the deck. So, yeah. In 2 weeks, all right, again, more closer to August, it's this new direction. It's the making the decision of where to go. You might need to travel a little further than where you're at. All right, a longer distance. We got the Knight of Cups here. All right, so I like that though. That Knight of Cups just threw me off because that's that Cancer energy again. Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. It's going to be the job of your passion and what you love. So, even if it's not financially, right, where you want it to be, it's the love of the job that you're more interested in. This, so you could be, if you want to leave from your job and become your own boss and do whatever it is that you love to do, whether it's a craft or whatever. You're going into your passion now. So you could be coming out of a cycle where it's like, all right, I'm not working for the man no more. I'm not working in a company. I'm not working for corporate. I'm going to start doing my own thing. But you might have to. So agriculture. All right. So some people could be looking into buying land. That's the best thing to do. Right. So, if you want to build something on this land, okay, whatever it is going to be like over across the way from where you're at, and definitely over a body of water. All right. So you could be having to go to another town, or could be across the country, and maybe even the world. I don't know. But you guys let me know. But this could even be all across the county. Like if there's some type of bed of water that's around you, but there's land on the other side that's more financially suitable for you, and that's what you got to do. All right. So yeah, definitely Leo season again. So right now we're just hit Leo season. So if you're not feeling the move just yet, check back in the beginning of August. It's new moon or it's full moon. You have the opportunity to start making investments or leaving a job where you're at for another job with a higher paying salary. Okay. All right. So now let's move on to love. Get it all out the way. And let's do the romance deck first. Okay. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these again. Well, not again. I'm going to shuffle them because I didn't get to shuffle anything this morning. If anybody is interested in getting personal readings, it's in the pinned description. Lotus has also put it into the chat. All right. Again, my suggestion would be to start off with either a yes or no question, which I offer, or just the one card. If you're not really in tune with what tarot readings are, and you just kind of like have less a question, more or less, I would suggest doing that first. And then once you're interested, if you're interested, then you can book the 5-card spread with me. Okay, I took out the 3-card spread because it was just like kind of just almost redundant in the sense. So we'll just stick with the 5 cards. Okay. All righty. Ooh, Maybach is in the building. Salute, salute. Thank you for being there with me on my birthday. I enjoyed everybody's company. Everybody, whether you were on the panel or not, I enjoyed it. We got some good views back too, surprisingly enough. Like, oh, that's a lot of views for the birthday girl. Awesome. All right. And there could be some other noise you may be hearing in the background. My room, unfortunately, does not have air conditioner. And so I got the fan blowing and I got this other little cooler thing here. So if you hear some, it's a cooler thing. All right, so let's kick it in. What does the collective need to know in regards to the romance for the weekend? Yeah, okay, so wait a minute, hold on. I'm going back to the finances because I just, as I was looking down at it, so you could be, because the world, it gave me the www dot, because that's what it's called the wide world web, right? www dot. So this is you looking online as well. But this position, for some reason, is going to take you out from your neck of the woods. All right. So I'm getting, some may have to, if this is about land, you're definitely going to be having to look somewhere else. Could be out of the state. Or like I said, out of the country where there's land out there that could be slightly cheaper and somebody wanting to build on top of that. Or again, agriculture. All right. So we're gonna, all right. Okay. Because I was just looking, it's in my face and I was like, oh. So you could be going online and looking. There's this website called Flip Guide, which I have subscribed to, and it tells you about all the different lands that are in here in the country. Arizona's got some cheap lands. Some parts in Virginia, Delaware, Oklahoma, Florida. So it's called flipguide.com. Okay. Because we need to be getting our land, man. Even if we're on somebody else's, which is ours anyway, we need to be investing. Okay, so 2 cards popped out. I'm going to take it. Middle of the, right in the middle as I cracked open is the let your friends help you. Bottom of the deck is very soon. All right. I don't really like that card with the let your friends help you. For some reason, when it comes to relationships, though, maybe if it's somebody that you need to kind of like, if you trust them enough, you can talk to them about your relationship. But letting your friends help you in your relationship is like, Anyway, the cards that came out for you guys are soulmate, calling in your soulmate, and trust in reverse. All right. For those who are single, okay, very soon, because right underneath that is soulmates. All right. So either way you look at it, your soulmate is coming through. And what is a soulmate? Let's get the book, right? Because we got that. Thank you for the birthday donations, because I was able to acquire and buy this book called Soulmates and the Twin Flames and the Astrology Bible. So I'm not talking sideways when I start talking about the planets, and another deck. You might not see me using this deck with you guys because I have this and another deck by the same company that I use for myself. So I don't know, maybe I'll use it one time with you guys, but that's really my personal deck. Okay, so soulmates, because somebody is going to be getting their soulmate in. Let's not only think of it in a romantic way, even though we are talking about romance right now, matters of the heart. But the soulmate is a friend. We have this notion because society has shown us that and also I was able to get another stone, turquoise, which my spirits told me to get. I need to get this because that's part of the leveling up my graduation. That's another story I'll tell you for time. But we've been shown that soulmates are about, this love of your life type person. And yes, but no. It's also about a friend. It's also about this helpmate. It's also about somebody who totally gets you, even when you don't get yourself. They see you, basically, sometimes they can see you before you can see yourself, or they just see things about you that you might not necessarily see, or you do and you push it to the side and you're like, no, that's not me, or nah, I don't think I can do it. And they're like, yes. Your soulmate is there to encourage you, lift your soul up, raise that vibration. It's not just a sexual thing. It is about elevating to your higher self, right? And then the twin flame is slightly different, a little more complicated. It's not like a soulmate, but they can be a soulmate. They are all in one. They are your karmic, they are your soulmate, and they are your twin. So let's see if we can get a quick little definition in regards to what soulmates are. All right. If we can. If not, I'm not going to spend time on that. All right, 58, page 58. Now, this is just, right now, I'm working with the singles. All right, I will talk to the couples because I like singles. Living vicariously through you guys. All right, so a soulmate is different from a twin flame, right? Which is what I just stated. Soulmates come together because they are working on mastering the same type of karma and developing the energies of the same chakra. All right. And I think we now know, or most of us know what the chakras are, right? They're the wheels that spin in us. They're the energies that spin throughout our bodies and our mind. We have 7 in us, and we have 12 altogether outside of us. Our palms, our feet, the soles of our feet have chakras, right? And then there's some that are like extended right out in our auric field. Okay, so those are the chakras. That's a quick little crash course. All right, so soulmates have an attraction that is based on the sacred labor and on the path of self-mastery. See, so all my little studying and gathering that I've been doing, this book is confirming exactly what I just told you guys. This is to help you elevate to your higher G. Twin flames not only help to elevate you into your higher G, but you are to help humanity. You and this twin are supposed to be out here elevating the people. So it's, while we would like to think of it as a romantic type of thing, and we wish we had a twin flame and our this, that, and the other. Careful what you wish for, because the twin flame is nothing to play around with. Not everybody has a twin flame, but everybody can have a soulmate. You can have a soulmate with your mother. You can have a soulmate relationship with one of your children, a best friend. This is somebody that gets you, all right? That telepathically you guys can feel each other, and somebody calls, the other one texts like, oh, I was just thinking about you. That's the soulmate connection. All right. I have one of my girlfriends, the one I had told you about Monday, who is, we've known each other since 6th grade. So that was like, we were 11 or 12 years old. We're 40, 45 and 46. All right. So y'all do the math. That's over 30 some odd years. We still talk. We don't see each other because we're in different states. But the guys used to get so mad with us because we wouldn't talk. We would talk through our eyes, but we wouldn't talk through our mouth. And they'd be like, oh, here these two go again. They always talking with their eyes. Because we didn't have to say anything. Like physically, we would just look at each other, like telepathically talk to each other. And the guys hated it because they wanted to hear what we were talking about. They didn't know if we were talking about them. It's a different language. It's a love language. It's a different language from the physical speaking. So when you have a soulmate, you don't have to do too much of the physical talking. It's just your vibe. It's your energy. It's your spirit. It makes this connection with this person. So if you've been trying, for somebody who's out here by themselves, meaning they're not in a relationship, you've been doing this, calling in your soulmate. You've been putting in the work with your prayers, affirmation, and visualizing help to bring you together. So having your angels come in, right? Your guides, because at the bottom of the deck, it says very soon, because of all this stuff. And right underneath that says soulmate. So you're going to be getting your soulmate. However, you're putting, there's this certain level of, I don't know, the uncertainties, maybe not having trust in this relationship, or trust in the process rather. All right. But you're putting your guards down. Basically, you're allowing this to come through to you, because if this is what you're asking for, and then all of a sudden you put in reservations, universe doesn't understand that type of language. So it's going to send you something, and it could be chaotic, because if you're going back and forth in this type of mental state, you got to be very clear and precise what you're asking for. All right. It says here, this situation is calling for you to have faith. It's in reverse. So some of us are, the singles rather are going on this leap of faith. You could have met somebody already, and you're like questioning now, is this that soulmate connection that I've been asking for? All right. Let's read on a little bit more. All right. So soulmates have an attraction that is based on the sacred labor and on the path of self-mastery, right? I just read that. A soulmate is like the echo of oneself in matter, working at the same task to fulfill a blueprint for God, if you subscribe to that. All right. So that they talk biblically and say, Mary and Joseph, the parents of Jesus, were soulmates, sharing the responsibility of nurturing the Christ within their son. I don't think Mary and Joseph were twin flames, because they're saying that they were twin flames. I'm going to tell you who I believe is a twin flame. Mary Magdalene and Jesus Christ. If you subscribe to this story, all right, if you subscribe to that narrative, I think they're more of a twin flame than Mary and Joseph. I believe that Mary and Joseph were, if they existed, then they were soulmates. But they understood their mission and their assignments. Why I say Mary Magdalene and Jesus are twins is because their purpose wasn't to fulfill each other. Their purpose was to fulfill humanity and spread the good word or the good news, right? Help those who are destitute, help those who are, in some type of need, a spiritual need. They're more of the twin flame, I would think, than Mary and Joseph. I'm no scholar. I am no theologian. This is just my own little inner intuition. All right. So let's, for those who are in a marriage, all right, or in a committed relationship, I'm hearing that you guys have been doing some type of prayer. So there could be some turbulence going on in the relationship where you're just like, I know this is my soul. This is my boo. This is my everything. And there could be some type of friction. All right. Again, I just said Venus is in Cancer right now. So the emotions are taking in, they're at high tide, if you will. So just having the faith, and some of you could be getting despondent and losing the faith of, is this relationship going to work out? All right. We got very soon. Very soon could be tomorrow. Very soon could be 2 weeks, could be a month from now, could be 6 months from now, right? We don't really like to put timelines on when God deems fit for you for things to move in accordance. But we like to keep hope alive. Jesse Jackson. So very soon, like I said, could be any time between now and then and when. All right. So let's get a little bit more. All right, with the oracles here, let's clarify a little bit. Ooh, FL's in the building. Salute. Thank you, Grand Rising. Missed you in the birthday celebration that we had, the solar return on Monday, but I'm sure you caught the replay. All right, we got sunglasses, watching, looking over, gaslighting, focused out. So, like I said, for whoever is in a relationship, you could be having this kind of despondency in it. All right. Yes, I like you. So I say this. I don't have to like you, but I love you. So you could love the person all you want, but you don't have to like them. You don't have to like the behavior that they've been showing. You don't have to like what they say. Okay. For those who are single and ready to mingle, This could be somebody that you have met already when you're questioning, is this the one? They kind of check off all the boxes or tick off all the boxes that you have been, visualizing and putting in your affirmations. And you're just now like, you're almost like, is this is too good to be true? Is this really who I think it is? So you could be liking them. All right. What else? Thank you, FL. Whoa, what's up, Jay? How you doing? I had to get some rest. I couldn't hang out anymore. I was like, so tired. I've been hanging out, partying. Not really partying, but just enjoying my life. Girl talk. Okay, what else? I know this card wanted to come out. So we got the heart with the key. All right, middle of the deck is the sword and the rose. So clarity. Yeah, some people are just, whoever is kind of like in this non-committal relationship, they're single, ready to mingle. They're like, is this really, what I've been asking for? Is this really the soulmate? All right. And then the bottom of the deck is mirror each other's self-image, relationship, reflect our wound and introspection. Bottom of the deck. So this is for the ones who are in a relationship right now that are just like, oh, this person's getting on my damn nerves. These things, this person's just whatever the case may be. This is that time for introspection. All right. Not only just, as I said, in regards to the health, it's, taking that time for yourself. Because really what the soulmates or what the twin flames are is a mirror image of you. So while you could be projecting something different, whatever your partner's behavior is could be something that's mirroring something that you are. All right. I mean, or just for the most part, it could be them. So I hear that a lot. It could be always what you're projecting and what you're bringing in and how you reflect and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. But listen, some people just got issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be as supportive as you want to. You could be there for them all you want, and they still just move left. That's them. That's not you. All right. So I'm taking some more coffee. Jay, when are you going back on? You going on tonight? If you're still here, let me know when you're going back on. Because I could probably come back on later on with you. Okay. So some cards to clarify here is this girl talk. All right. Time with your friends, moving on, happily singled, living in the moment, having fun. And then we got welcoming love, meeting the one. All right. So this is more towards the single people that I was just talking about. You could be, bouncing this off, or if it's a woman that's having this kind of, because that's what I'm getting. I'm feeling that this is more of a woman doing this type of calling in the soulmate, doing the prayers, the affirmations, right? So she's just talking to her girlfriend, like, I don't know, like you know it, but then you don't know it. But this card here is letting us know. It says here, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. All right, so this person is the key to your heart, or vice versa. Maybe the person that you're talking to could be the one that, has done this calling in, and you're like, I'm here. And they're like, kind of gaslighting you in a way, or just like, I don't know. You are for them, and or vice versa. All right. So this is more towards the singles, Again, disclaimer, I am not a wedding or a what you call those marriage counselors or marriage therapists and stuff. So, but this is what I see. Okay. What is this? Okay. They always got to show me put something scary on, and I'm hook line to it. All right. Spooky hours. Okay. Let's wrap up the romance with the with this two connections. All right, soul connections oracle. Kind of. I know Danny is a subscriber. Danny Divine Maybach. He is now a subscriber here, and yeah, he's spreading that love. But I saw you, and I'm like, why? I'm like, hello. Like if I could jump up and down and be like, what's up? You was in there just blowing the chat up. So that was on he does spooky hours on Sunday, right? I can't wait. I love spooky hours. If I can catch it. I've been like tired. The age is catching up with me. 46 is catching up. Like just in a couple of days. All right, so some of you could be seeing 1111. That's that twin flame energy. All right, so that's confirmation to let you know that, yes, this person that you've been calling in, singles, and if this is somebody that you've met and you're still kind of questioning if this is the one, it is. This is your partner. This is your soulmate. All right. What else? Yeah, challenges. That's for the married couples or the ones involved. It's always a challenge. Ugh. All right. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Okay. All right. So what else does what does the collective need to know to end out the romance, please? Yeah, clarity is coming up in my head. All right. So you guys got to trust that your instincts, man. Go with that gut feeling. That is your gut and your third eye are connected. It's going to signal to you, yes, that is the one. I know it's hard, but we gotta really step out of our comfort zone. Well, all these cards want to show up. No. How many is that? No. That's too many. We gotta step off the ledge. Even though this is not the Fool card, it's a scary place to be taking that risk. But in the same token, how will you ever, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be missing out on that opportunity. But definitely trust your instincts. If your spidey senses are telling you, this is not really working out, this person, go with that. But if your spidey senses are telling you, yeah, that's it. That's the one, jackpot. Go with it. Oh, you did? The story about the girl being in the courthouse? Yeah, she was awesome. It's cool. It's fun. You know, people get their stories. Okay, so we got recognition right in the middle of the deck. That's that twin flame energy. And then we got illusion here. So Neptune is in retrograde right now. That's about the planet of illusions. All right, so your card, collective, to end out your romance reading is learn. This person is being brought to you to help you learn more about yourself. They are kickstarting your spiritual journey if you haven't, or you've kind of been in and out of it. They're here to kickstart that up. Mainly, that's a twin flame. I'm getting more twin flame energy now with that 1111. So, you know, again, as I said, okay, so let's read a little bit and see what a twin flame is. Okay, because it's slightly different from a soulmate. I said anybody, well, not anybody, but you have more soulmate relationships than you do a twin flame. Twin flames actually signed up to come back and reincarnate, or the twin soul, and they can look like a husband and wife. From what I'm hearing by Sister Myra Moss is that, and she comes on Black Magic 363, Brother Rich, not our Brother Rich, but the other Brother Rich, and she was explaining and breaking down that the twin flame or the twin soul energy right now is brother and sister. So it's not husband and wife right now. There has been points in history where it's been a husband and wife, mother and father, father and daughter, mother and son. But right now she's saying that it's sister and brother and sister connection. Now we're going to throw out the whole ancestral thoughts process, right? Because if we are going to be talking in a romantic level, we want to be mature enough to understand that we need to have that type of friendship where it's so much like a brother and sister connection, you know, and romantically, yeah, it's there. But what I'm trying to say is let's separate our thought process for a moment. Let's be a little mature for a second, right? Let's be spiritually mature. When I had spoke about, in my relationship, that we, regardless of whatever happens in our relationship, we are still friends first and foremost, right? And if you read your Bible, for those who are, God-fearing people and they know their Bible, it's your brother and your sister, right? We call each other brother and sister. And you don't think that, ew, I don't want to be, some we could be like, I look at you like my brother, but you wouldn't want to have a sexual encounter with them. And some people could take that offensively because it's like, damn, but I really like you. You got to understand and understand that that's not a bad thing if you're in the friend zone and this person's looking at you like a brother or a sister, because that means that they respect you and they highly respect you enough that it's not about sexual encounters, but it's like getting a closer relationship, an inner and more intimate spiritually. Like that's what I'm saying. We got to grow up. We're in this time where it's no time to play those type of games. Either you're in it or you're out. The gray zone is not working anymore. You really have to take a stance on accepting that not everybody's going to be in a sexual or a intimate relationship regarding sex, although sex is a sacred act. So we have to also put that into our minds now. It's no more of the wham bam thank you man, unless that's the case. I'm not going to be judgy. But right now, those who are going through their spiritual ascensions and their awakenings, you're not looking for that type of low vibrational energy. You're not looking on that sacral chakra or the root chakra. You're looking for that heart chakra type of connection. You're looking for the cerebral kind of connection. You're not looking for the one night standers, the wham bam thank you ma'ams. We're not doing that. All right, so I'm talking to the group that's specifically in this type of spiritual revolution, evolution. They're going through their journey. They're going through their awakening. Because what it's going to do is deplete you, because you're so far up in the food chain, if you will, that to lower yourself just because somebody's talking hot and spicy to you, that you're ready to drop drawers and get it on, you know better. Your heart, your soul, your mind is telling you that's not it for me. So you want somebody to fulfill that. And that's what this soulmate, because you're calling it in, singles, that's what that is about. They're going to be fulfilling you up spiritually, where it could feel like this brother and sister, like you guys are so close is what I'm saying. You're not going to be thinking on a sexual level, like, oh, I'm having sex with my brother or my sister. No, that goes out the window when stuff gets a little heated. But what I'm saying is, because you guys are so connected, that's like this. You know, a brother and sister, some of them are like thick as thieves, where they're so inseparable, or they just connect with each other. I have that with my siblings, like where we can telepathically talk to each other, thanks to my mom's side of the family or her father's side. But we are more than just brothers. Like, I believe that my mother's side, like my mother, me, my sister, and my brother are really a soul tribe or a spirit tribe, not only just physical. And you don't get that with everybody. Listen, they get on my nerves too, and I love them dearly. But some families are actually real soul mates or soul tribes. Actually, they're not just physical. Some are just physical, and this is probably why you don't get along with them all the time, or there's this type of friction, because that's not your soul tribe. And again, I'm speaking to the group that is they're in their soul journey. They're in their spiritual journey right now. They're going into their elevation, their ascension, their evolution. That's who I'm talking to. Now, if you haven't gotten there yet, it's going to be happening, because we're not only in the age of Aquarius, but we're in the quickening. So things are happening lightning fast. It's moving really fast. So either you're going to be with it or you're not. Unfortunately, again, like I said, there's really this time frame is no gray areas. It's kind of almost like you got to set your claim your set, in a sense. And I spoke about this maybe a year ago, where you're really going to have to kind of choose and pick. If your soul is not resonating with that person, it's like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Where, a couple of years ago, we're like, all right, we can do this. We can rock out. You know what I'm saying? You're cutting yourself short. You don't really care because it's like, whatever. But now those who are elevated, it's like, nah. I've done too much. I've went through too much to go back to that kind of level. All right. It's like playing Super Mario Brothers. You're trying to get, what is her name? Penelope, Princess Penelope. Sometimes you'll get taken back to the first level. But after going through these different levels a couple of times, you should be able to master that, where you not getting bumped back down to the first level. Same thing with life. Same thing with the spiritual evolution. There's channels, there's chambers, there's levels to it. So this is where that learn comes in. You got to learn the game. Learn the game, player. All right. It says here, let love show you how to learn from each other. So with this soulmate, that's what I'm saying. They're here. They're your helpmates. They are here to help you elevate. This could looks like a Bible. There is one card in here that is like, it has somebody opened up the Bible. But anyway, they're here. They're your God, if you will, has sent this person to you because this is what you've been asking for, because you've been doing this work. You're ready for the next level. And you're not taking on the low level frequencies anymore. You're taking on the I want and need somebody who, is on my level. It's not about finances. So let's get that out the window, because we have this other issue with, finances and all. Yes, that all plays a part. But I'm coming from a generation where, we were pressed for money, but we weren't hard up for money. And we didn't know that we weren't living the sedity life, if you will, the bourgeoisie life. We lived a good life growing up. And my family made it work. But society now has always been, but I don't look at it that way. It's always like on this, you got high value and you got to be having extra money and all this stuff. Yeah. Let me tell you something. What happens when all that goes? What happens when your houses are going in foreclosure, when repo comes, takes your cars? Then what? Your assets have been liquidated because you got to pay off this, that, and the third. Then what? Come talk to me then and let me know how that's all working out for you, player. Man or woman, sir. Let me know how that works out for you when all that stuff is being taken away from. When Big Brother and them have come and collected what isn't really yours, what you think is yours, but it's really not. Oh God, this meat suit belongs to them. Your social security, you're on their payroll. You're not completely free. Your mind is though. And when you ascend, that's freedom. I'm gonna get into this spooky-ism in a minute, because I'm like, listen, when we get out of this meat suit, we are completely free. It's almost like I can't wait to be there. Yes, we got to live out this life, but it's like, listen, we're not when the chips all fall, guys. Freedom. We're exchanging it. We're exchanging the thought process if we feel like we move to this location. Oh, we're free from this. All right. Okay, maybe. Levels to this game. All right. So let's go into what the twin flame is, because that's what I'm getting as well. Really quickly. And then we're going to close out the reading with a oracle. All right. Creation of twin flames. Let's see. Recognizing your twin flame. Let's see, what's a creation? Getting ready for your twin. I suggest if anybody's interested in this journey of twin flames, that either they pick up this book or any book that's talking about the twin soul connection or soulmate, so you know how to differentiate between the two. They can be incorporated in one. But again, as I said, a soulmate could be anybody. You can actually have connection with your pets, believe it or not, where they can be a soulmate type of energy for you. But the twin flame is really about elevating and ascending into your higher mastery, but to then turn around and give all that to humanity. So it's this almost selfless kind of love. It's not a selfish, where a soulmate can kind of maybe be a little selfish because it's just you and this person. The twin flame is you were born together, right? Because that's what twins are. But you are to be of the world. So that's why I said I see more of a Mary Magdalene and a Jesus, Jesus, being that type of twin flame energy, because they were out there servicing the people. They were instructed to do that, right? A lot of people, not a lot, but there's some people that don't want us to know that. I feel Mary Magdalene and watching a movie, it's just showing me that, yeah, she was one of the apostles. So don't let it be fooled that it was all men up in there. She was one of the men. But because they had their hair, she could fit in with the men. Because back then, they wore their little shawl over their head. Some of them had long hair. So she could fit in right along with them. And she's wearing, she's not exposing her body, so they wouldn't know if she was a man or a woman. But she was ushering to the women and speaking in behalf of the disciples, right? So, she was a conduit between the people and Jesus and God. So that's the twin flame. That's not built for everybody to have a selfless kind of love. First of all, you got to go through the twin flame is going to mirror you. They're going to mirror you. And if you are not getting right, this person's going to egg you on. Where you can be like, damn, they get on my nerves. Or, it's this rough, kind of turbulent relationship. It's the runner. It's the gaslighting. It's this back and forth, on and off, in and out, because you're going through something that is like, whoa, this is more intense than a soulmate type of energy. So let me see if we could find just a quick little synapse of, the karmic. I'm not karmic. Karmic is another relationship as well. They're there for a short period of time where they're there to ruffle up and whatever happened in the past, this person's coming back to teach you a lesson because maybe you were a douchebag back in the days and you shitted on people. They're coming back to bite you in the butt. Only for you to learn, though. It's all a learning lesson, right? So let's see. So this book talks about the karmic relationships as well. All right, let's see what they say recognizing your twin flame. Okay. Apparently, they say twin flames could be like 10 years older than one, could be 10 years older. Some are trying to put the whole same sex, and I'm like, stop it. Whatever. Okay. So as far as twin flames are concerned, the age of the body has nothing to do with the age of the soul. I just said that, right? Which is true. But, and yes, for twins can be same sex. But when they spin this, when I first started hearing about it, it really was a man and a woman. So now, just very recently, they're spinning it again to say, oh, well, same sex could be, twin. And I'm just like, it's nothing sacred. And please, I'm not phobic of any of that. I'm phobic to a stupid rat. I don't like, that's what my phobia is. I'm not phobic to people. I just don't like certain things that I see that I know it's not right. And I'm not talking about biblically. I'm talking scientifically. They're trying to, men and women, we're all under attack. But The women, I just saw some freaky thing where, they're trying to see if they can like birth a baby outside of the womb. What? I think I sent that to Brother Rich. Listen, there is really some sick, dastardly people out here that are really just trying to do whatever they can towards humanity. They don't like the natural order of things. Everything is all unnatural. Oh, you don't have to reproduce anymore. You can just go ahead and adopt. Yeah, sure, you can. There are children that are in need of families, but they're trying to take away the natural order of things. Even down to plant life, altering and hybriding our fruits. I mean, this is some weird science, whacked out stuff going on in life right now. But I'm here to be Gabriel and trumpet my horn and let them know, no, it's not natural. Anyway, let's continue. This is again about what a twin flame, recognizing your twin flame. All right, we just did the soulmates. All right, so as far as twin flames are concerned, the age of the body has nothing to do with the age of the soul, because the souls are the same age. I could see that. Having begun together in the beginning of the white fire body of the divine whole. All right, if you understood that, kudos. All right, and so with the encounter of our inner planes as prologue, we met when, okay, so she's talking about her husband. All right, so let's see. I mean, so that was a little synapse, like I said, it's in regards to twin flames. Okay, so if a twin flame is not going to serve a spiritual purpose, okay, she says, if the twin flame relationship is not going to serve a spiritual purpose, if it reestablishment in this life is going to mean the breaking up of families and homes, if it's going to cause a catalysm in people's lives because they are in different situations that they are bound to be involved with because they're resolving past karma, then often the outer mind would rather not deal with what the soul knows at the subconscious level. All right, so she's talking about if you happen to be in another relationship and you've met your either i.e. soulmate or your twin flame. Because there's levels to this. I'm not going to read all of it because I am reading the part where it does say marriage. Because, you hear all too often you're in a relationship, all right, and sometimes the relationship kind of crumbles, but your and dogs in the building, salute. But you're in this, you meet somebody who, like I said, gets you, right? But you're in a relationship. Now, it could start a very casual. And so it's questioning what happens if you are married, right? You took your vows, you took this oath, and you happen to meet, or your twin flame is being brought to you, right? What do you do? And chances are you're sticking around with your mate. You're not really running off, because if you are morally, if you're a moral person, spiritual person, chances are, like I said, if you're morally, you're going to stick with your spouse, right? Even if there's a twin flame, because if that's the case, then they're going to be around. Whatever the situation is happens in your marriage, even if you stick around, twin flames are not meant to be with you for the rest of your life. A soulmate is, and a lifetime partner is. Twin flames are only here for this specific assignment, and that is to shake you up spiritually, get you up on your higher level, and then work towards humanity, whether you guys work together or separately, but you two are supposed to elevate each other, get you up to this grandstand of things and do for humanity. A soulmate could last a lot longer. All right. So that's how I said, there's levels to this. It's not, we first have to take the whole sexual equation out of the picture. All right. I'm going to just put some lips on really quickly. All right. Because my lips is like, okay. So we have to take our immature side of things out of the equation. And it's not a sexual thing. It is about your spirit. All right. It's about your soul. So, all right, let's move on to the last thing, which is the wisdom. All right. And we're going to close out the readings because I can go on and on with, the relationship section always has me going on and on than I need to read. But it's a little lesson. I'm just trying to drop some gems, as they say. Ooh, and dog. I think I said hi to and dog. Okay. Before I go into reading the last, just reading here. Thank you. Yes, happy Friday. It's peach. It's toadstool, right? All right. I knew a gamer would know that. Maybach said, I heard we're supposed to pray or make a wish. Yeah, they're supposed to make a wish on 11/11, but more importantly, whenever you see these numbers, they're called angel numbers. Whenever you see 11/11 or 12/12 or 10/10 or 2/2/2 or 8/8/8 or 7/7/7, you're supposed to not only make a wish, but you're supposed to be mindful what you were thinking about at that moment, because those are angel numbers that are messages, not so much to make a wish, but messages of what you're supposed to be doing or what you're not supposed to be doing. So if you're worried and you see 888 is, that rising to the occasion. If you feel like, my soulmate, whatever you're feeling despondent about soulmates, and you happen to see 777, that's your cue to let you know that you are on your path, your spiritual path, because 7 is the highest. Seven, that number 7 is directly in correspondent with the spirit world. So it's not just making wishes, but also being mindful. I do have a book that I bring out from time to time. Or you can even go online to, whenever you see the number, if you keep seeing a repetitive number over and over, either chances are that is your angels, your own personal angel guides, or has to do with your life path number. All right. And then I also have this book called Angel Numbers. And it does have 11/11 here. So let's see what 11/11 means, though. All right. Or you could be seeing 111. Or excuse me, 111, right? 444, 555. That has to do with change. Let's see what 11/11 is for those who constantly see that. It says here, you are with God, angels, and ascendant masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. All right. No, I wasn't. Shut up. Maybe I talk about, I was saying hi to you 3 times. Listen. That's that Libra. What about me? No. Don't try to see. You see how you try to flip it and manipulate it? So 111. So 11/11. There could be the answer there for you. Lotus. All right. So I'm just looking at your Yeah, and soulmate, like you said, Lotus said, is also a sign of soulmate or divine partner in your life, depending on where you are in your journey. Exactly. Very good. See, Lotus be dropping those truth bombs. You got to be able to trust the process and be able to love them unconditionally and work on yourself and heal at the same time. And it's a very difficult task because you got to work on all the shadow side of you, all those inner demons that you're going through, and then you're taking on somebody else's shadow side and their inner demons. And oh man, listen, it's not for the faint of heart. This walk of life is not for the faint of heart. It will definitely have you in your feelings. Okay, yeah. Lotus is and also other party themselves and love them unconditionally. Yeah, they gotta realize it too. All right, so let's do the to wrap up this reading. We're doing the Wisdom Oracle. All right, for the end of the reading. Okay. Come to the edge as I crack open the deck. Right, that's that Fool card, the new beginnings, the taking the risk, whether it's in work, relationships, or if you haven't been taking care of your health, it's time to do that. All right. For those with the twin flame or soulmate coming through, or if you're in a relationship with your soulmate, it's fated. All right. It's been divinely guided and sent to you. It's fated. All right, no place like home. So this is that soulmate energy, feeling like you're at home. When you're with this person, you feel safe. All right. Okay. All right. So what is the collective wisdom oracle? Their knowledge of truth for the weekend. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell. Okay, so middle of the deck is exchanging gifts. All right. And bottom of the deck, again, it's faded. It's faded. It says, I got another card that says to the sea. So I'm going to take them. You got 2 cards that came out. All right. I like that. Beautiful. Number 17, breaking down to 8. What I say, some people could be seeing the number 888 or just seeing 8 around them. I know 8 and 11 is, I even had it tattooed. I was like, those are my numbers, 711 and 811. Like those are my name is attached to those numbers. And I kept seeing it and not understanding what the hell, why, because they're birthday numbers for 2 women in my family. And I'm like, okay, well, that's their birthday. Why? That's why. Nah, man. Those numbers are connected to you. That's what I'm saying. We got a lot of work to do with ourselves. We sit up here worried about somebody else. You got to pay attention to yourself. Because you don't know, you could be coming sideways to somebody and it's like, and that's karma. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, basically. Some of us really think that we got it together and you really don't. You don't until somebody comes and checks you. All right, so your cards are Treasure Island and to the sea. So we got a lot of water here. We're still in the month of we're still in the month of July, coming into August. We're in that summer month. All right, water is that purification as well. So some of us could be needing to get to that type of water, especially sea salt, seawater, because that is heavy spiritual cleansing. All right, we got 7 here again. Like I just said, 7 is connected to spirit. So some of us really need to be going through that spirit, having a spirit bath, a spiritual bath. Let me do the first card that came out first, which was Treasure Island. Okay. Number 9. 9 is about endings of some cycles. Okay. Let's also see what what angels want us to know with that number 9. All right. The energy of the divine is awakening with you. Let your soul do the leading. And I wrote solar plexus. So remember, I kept saying, trust your gut instincts, right? Because that's the solar plexus. That's that right in your stomach area. Okay. It's the color yellow, like the sun. That's why it's called solar plexus. And you could do some meditations towards that. Listen to YouTube and get the meditation for the solar plexus. It gives you the different hertz, right? So you want to be mindful about that. Somebody could have been born on the 9th of the month. All right. July or August. So this specifically is your message, because we got 7 here. Okay, so we're still in July. So you could have been 7-9. All right, so if you had a birthday that just passed, happy solar return. Okay, or you could be coming up to a birthday. But Treasure Island for me is what I'm getting is also opening up that heart chakra. So these are the people that I was just talking about that are calling in their soulmates. They're the singles who are starting to do their spiritual work, or they have met somebody that they are not 100% sure that this is their soulmate, which it is. So it's letting your, where's that key? Hold the heart with the key here, because we got this here. So this is that connection with the key. You need the key to unlock this treasure. Your heart is the treasure. All right. And we don't give it away to just anybody. See how that's, and there's hearts coming out of this little treasure box. Come on with the commercials. So, you know, for some, a turtle could be their spiritual creature. Excuse me, not spiritual creature, but spirit animal. All right. Turtles are known for wisdom as well. But, you know, what I'm getting is that it's that diving deep. It's this taking that plunge, you know, not being able to see what's underneath you, but just taking that leap like, all right, I'm going to just do it. Sometimes you got to jump right into the water. Even if it's like freezing, you jump in. Or you go either feet first and you kind of dabble in the water, or you jump in completely and just let the water immerse you. That's what I'm getting, is that we have to do with certain things in our life, if it's a relationship or if it's leaving a job that we were there for years, so that we can, you know, better ourselves, or starting a new business. And it's kind of scary because we may not have the finances to uphold that. But some way, somehow, you know, source is going to be taking care of that. And it's just trusting and having the faith. All right. And then we have to the sea. So some people really need to have this moment where they're going out to, you know, their local beach, not so much traveling and going away, but just immersing in that type of seawater. It's spiritual cleansing. If you can't do that, again, Epsom salt, pink Himalayan, sea salt in your bathtub. All right. With a few little drops of essential oils. That's a spiritual bath. Having the intention of clearing out your mind and purifying your mind, not just your body, but it's also about your mind. Leaving your worries, whatever it's holding you down, leaving that there, letting the water, you know, washing all those thoughts away. Okay. Let's see. And then it comes with the book, but that's intuitively speaking. All right. Again, some people may have to change directions, change course, you know, with, and I said body of water. So somebody really has to go a distance, either for work, you know, in regards to a new job, or land. And this has to do with a lot of water. Yeah, with this cups here as well, because he's got water right down here. So, you know, this could be in another state that you are looking into in regards to land, or like I said, agriculture. All right. Let's see what number 9 is. Okay, so Treasure Island. So for Treasure Island, I'm going to just read what the prosperity messages in the book really quickly. All right. It says that this is a very auspicious and fortunate time for business. What? Creative projects will flourish as inspiration strikes. Share your wealth with others too. Generosity and gratitude should lead you now. What did I say? We were talking about gratitude, right? Your ideas are all hitting the mark, and you're in true manifestation period, when you will see evidence of the seeds of prosperity that you planted in the past. Ooh, see, I was on to something. Okay, let's read what to the sea is really quick. Oh, well, let's see what relationship is for the treasure island. So it says here, no matter, well, there's other things, but I'm kind of like paraphrasing really quickly. So it says, no matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Well, that's what I've been talking about. Now is the time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and whatever it teaches you. Can we say hallelujah? Hallelujah. That's what we were talking about. Okay, so let's read for Into the Sea, or To the Sea rather. Let's see what the prosperity is, the prosperity message. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into the flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. What did I say though? If you don't have, what happens when all that stuff gets taken away? God forbid, right? Foreclosures, repo comes to take those cars. All this stuff that we talking about, high value. High value is you. You bring you to the table, and then you can build and bring in this money. But it just doesn't come just because you're sitting there. Like, and value is also about morals. What you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Like, we got to read what the definition of value is, because we're losing sight of that as being monetary. And that's not the case. At least not for me, because again, what happens when you don't have that? And you talking about, oh, but I'm looking for a high value. You almost on eviction. What are you talking about? Let's continue. All right. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents, and abilities. Can we get a hallelujah? All right. Most importantly, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. I'm going to stop right there, i.e., being thankful to the higher ups that you are here to make things happen. Not just taking for granted, oh, because I got this behind my back and this degree and whoop-de-boop. Listen, that's not going to carry you but so far. All right, let's read what the relationship in To the Sea means, okay? Because it's all just confirming everything that I've just been freestyling with you guys about, all right? There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow, rather than dictate the course you share with one another, right? So I just said, listen, if it's not working out, it's just not. All right. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, like basically letting the relationship rock out without you controlling it, your combined goals and desires to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? I'll repeat that. Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads you. That's for the person who's coming, going into this their journey, but also calling in for that soulmate. Ogun is in the building. Salute. Peace and prosperity to you, my brother. Peace. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck is fate. I will read that. All right, that's number 17, breaking down to 8. So we got 8, we got 7, 8, and 9. So there's a sequence happening in your life right now, or could be happening over the weekend, because this is that reading, where things are going to be taking shape and moving in a direction and moving in a course for betterment. All right. But this is that if you drop your ego and let spirit move you and let God move you and let fate take its course, things will move in a different direction. Standing in gratitude, being thankful for the things that you have, being thankful for the things to come, always staying in this kind of thankfulness, this gratitude, this grounds of gratitude. All right, let's read what the fates say. Step number 17. Okay, so you could have had a birthday that just passed, right? Since we're in here, we got 717. All right, that's Cancer, big Cancer energy. We have a lot of water here, so definitely some, I'm tapping into Cancer energy still. They don't want to let go. That's what it is. They don't want to let go of their birthday. All right, I got you. All right, let's read for prosperity in the fates. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. Can we get a hallelujah again? All right. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. All right. This could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it. And the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out. Let's see what it means for relationships. All right, this is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit in your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. I will repeat that because this is now I'm talking to people in a relationship. All right. It says here, this is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit in your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. Sounds like conforming. Okay. The challenge to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. Now is the time to accept what you cannot change. Y'all want to look at the Serenity Prayer? I got that right on my wall. God, what is it? God grant me the serenity, right? To accept the things that I cannot change. Listen, that's for people who are also in drugs, rehab. They got to recite the Serenity Prayer. All right. Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and other persons by moving on. Love unconditionally, like Lotus said. Can we get a hallelujah? Love unconditionally for each of us is on your own journey, and we cannot direct that for another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. God, today, that's what I said. We got to get to our master self, our energies, right? All right, so that was the reading. Ooh, Aaron's in the building. Salute, salute. And wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, Lotus. The serenity, the Serenity Prayer. You gotta learn how to surrender. We fight that because our ego wants us to keep moving, and we're like, I'm not surrendering. That's the same thing with submissive. It's all in that same kind of and Some of us have a problem with it because we don't understand what that truly means. That's that letting go, surrendering. Letting things move smoothly enough for you to go through, right? Because we have this water here, and notice how both of these bodies of water are just chill. There's no turbulence, there's no waves. It's just riding the coast. Yeah, in this as well, the water is smooth, right? So this is just coasting right now. This weekend specifically is just coasting, letting things kind of roll off your back, but taking into account how the relationship is forming, taking into account yourself and what you should be doing yourself. Because listen, at the end of the day, yes, you can have people there to motivate you and move you on, but you got to find that inner strength as well. Because it's all, at the end of the day, just you. Even if you are with a partner, you got to find the strength to keep moving on, and not so much moving away from the relationship. I'm saying just moving on with yourself. You got to find the core strength in you. Solar plexus. Do some meditation on the solar plexus. Get your citron. Where's my citron? Or citrine, excuse me. The citrine. All right. This is the gemstone you can have to meditate. It's called citrine. It's specifically for the solar plexus, prosperity. All right. So if some of us are looking to make a move, we want to do that meditation on the solar plexus. If you can't get a citrine crystal, you could look online at the picture, right? And just kind of keep that mental note in your head and meditate off of that. YouTube has great meditation platforms. You could go to the solar plexus specifically, look at that. They always have like a yellow light or something there. You want to focus on that. You want to keep your eyes on the prize. And the prize is you. It's not somebody else. It's you. Again, what do you bring to the table? What values do you bring to the table? And I'm not talking about money. Sure, that looks good when you're trying to do a partnership, right? And possibly buying some land and stuff. And if you're doing a collaboration, all right. I'm talking about yourself, though. What do you bring? All right. Thank you. Six of Swords energy. Spirit leading you towards calm rewards. Exactly, Lotus. Thank you. That's right. Please listen to what Lotus is saying because she is correct as well. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to close out. We're almost in 2 hours. I haven't even had breakfast because I overslept. I was like, oh, I'm going to be there 10:30. Nah, I didn't make it. But again, those who are interested in a reading can go into the pin there and go to the website, or you can also click into the description and it'll take you straight into the website there for personal reading. Again, as I said, I make a suggestion to do either a yes or no reading or maybe just an oracle reading to get your feet wet if you're not really familiar about tarot readings, because I do have extensive readings as well. And if you're not looking for that just yet, or you're a little frightful about that, then go ahead and just, pick one card out of the group. What else? I'm going to try to do a Mindful Monday. And I know Brother Rich had given me some topics to look at. I also I have the weekend to do my homework and see what the topics are going to be for Mindful Monday. And I will open up the panel then, excuse me, so you guys can come up and discuss the topic at hand. What else? That's it. I mean, the planet alignments, there's a few planets that are in retrograde right now. We're not in the Mercury retrograde. We are going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks in the Lion Gate portal. All right. So that Leo energy is going to be coming through really fast and vibrant. Okay. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it, you guys. It's, it's wild out there. So we want to just be, centering ourselves, as Big Cat says, drink that water, eat your fruits and vegetables. Health is wealth. It really is. In the health department, somebody really has to do that, drinking the water with this Queen of Cups. All right. And if it's a male, it's a male. We're not looking at this gender wise right now when we're talking about our health. Oh, you should be drinking more water as a man, or you should be drinking more water as a woman. We should be drinking water, period. Period. Just because there's a female on here, a woman, doesn't matter. You should be drinking the water, especially now that we're in this heat wave across the world. All right. The UK, to our UK family, Brother Pinero, who else? What is his name? B. I'll call him B for right now. My sister, Mama D. They're going through some wicked, as they would say, wicked time out there in UK, that they have to call for a state of emergency because they've never had heat that extensively. They've been in the heat wave for a week now, or almost maybe 2 weeks. So we want to give our thoughts and prayers to them. We in the States know what the hell the heat is. They never seen that type of heat before. So they're not completely adept, all right, or adequately supplied to have that type of situation happen to them. So this is even more, as I told y'all, look at Sri Lanka, right? Sri Lanka, excuse me. Sri Lanka had went through some government issues, but they shut down their water supply. Listen, I'll spend the last few minutes before make it up to 2 hours. We have to get prepared, not only spiritually, but physically. Get your bottles, your cases of water. The cities, for the most part, and I'm going to knock on wood, we've seen our fair share of blackouts, where we've had not the water supplies, but we've had our electricity cut off in the summertime, one on purpose and one not. And so we've had to navigate through heat wave and the blackout that means no electricity. So no air conditioners, no fan. I remember the one blackout in 2004. My husband and I had to sleep out on the porch in my grandmother's house because it was so hot. We were getting bit up by mosquitoes and stuff, but it was cooler outside than it was inside. And she lives up in, she lived in Westchester County, which is it's still in New York, but it's not the city. So in the city, things got turned back on pretty quickly. But up there, they didn't get electricity for like 4 days. We've had hurricanes that hit us and took our electricity out. And that was in the winter, in the fall. Still was chilly. So she didn't have heat in her place because she lives in Westchester. She had to come down to my apartment in the city. And I was like, I'm not letting my grandmother sit up there, in her, she was like 80 something at the time, in the cold with no electricity on. Come right here. And the good thing is that some buildings in the city crank up the heat a little more than others. So I had the good heat. So what I'm saying is, those, get your generators if you can. But what happens if there's a blackout? What happens if the electricity goes off? And Dog says, thank you, everyone. Enjoy your Friday. Safe and prosperity. You too. A safe one, for real. And a prosperous one if you can. Just getting up is prosperous enough for me. But, so when you don't have electricity, make sure you get yourselves the can openers that you got to use, manual labor for. Get your canned goods. I keep talking about this, and as much as I would like to be on this plant-based, I don't live I'm not this person who's going to be looking for land. Maybe in the next couple of years. But I don't grow my own fruits and vegetables, is what I'm saying. So I rely on the supermarket heavily, and therefore I get my bags of beans, my bag of rice, my grains, frozen. But I'm thinking more so if there's a blackout, because New York City is prone to having those. We've been, we know how to supply and stock up on the canned goods, because when the electricity goes out, if there's a blackout, there's no electricity, right? So you got to eat up what's in your refrigerator first, what's in your freezer. And, when that goes, then what? You can't eat that food after a while. So you have to stock up on the canned goods. If you're fortunate enough to have an area where you're living and you're growing your own fruits and vegetables, all right, kudos to you. Get your generators and your backup water, is all I can say. But, people who live in like urban cities or urban areas where you gotta, or I would say even if you are growing your fruits, listen, just be more sensible, right? So our walkie-talkies, we need to get the two-way walkie-talkies. I'm gonna get those. The battery operated radios, right? Because like I said, internet goes down, electricity goes down. You can't put Pandora on to listen to your music. You can't turn your computer on to see what's going on in your local area. You're gonna have to get that radio to put on, the good old-fashioned battery operated radio, to hear what is going on in the news. Like, stop it. We gotta stop. Thank goodness I grew up in the decades that I grew up in, because it's about being resourceful. These kids right now be like, what? They'll be losing their mind without the internet, losing their ever-loving mind, because they don't know about resources. So, get your candles, get your flashlights, make sure you got your batteries. I stocked up on batteries, right? Because we never know, and we're in a weird, peculiar time. Apparently, Midwest is having their water droughts. Arizona, Las Vegas, they're getting droughts. Their natural resources is drying up. So this is not the time to be out here playing and being cute and talking about this. I'm going to keep throwing little darts and talking about the high value, because what happens? Come on. The fiat is going down. The money system is not high value anymore. What do? You got to pull into other resources then, and it may not get you to be in this society of money and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, this society has people hoodwinked out here. It's got the United States, got the rest of the world, for those who subscribe, really misconstrued about what rich and wealthy look like. It's got people out there like, I'm seeing people like Africa. They got, Netflix has like an Atlanta Housewives kind of thing, but African version. And I'm like, wow, really? Wow. Like, they just don't get it. But they're imitating, right? They don't really understand that that's all shits and giggles. It's not real. These people live in a bubble that make us think that they're really, okay, so if there's athletes, there's some money involved. But I'm talking about for the everyday Joe, the average Joe, they're not living like that. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're scrapping by to get by. And they're trying to make it happen by any means necessary. So that's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the person who thinks, money rules the world. But guess what? Money is not the same as it was 100 years ago. These people are living like they think it's 100 years ago. You're not going to get that back. So you better prepare And again, I don't want to be fear mongering, but this is the reality and the way things are shifting and shaping. They're trying to take away a woman giving birth naturally. They're trying to do a lot of things to take away from the organicness of man and woman. Learn how. What do you mean, Ant Dog? Learn how? Or learn now? Books. Just talking to each other. Oh, I like your picture, Lotus. You know, they're distracting us with a lot of stuff on social media where it's going to take us out of our element. They're doing a lot of this, the pinning, the race wars, the bait wars, and all that stuff. They don't want you to see the hidden hand, but the curtains are getting pulled down slowly but surely. So we're seeing the hidden hand. And we've been seeing it for those who know. So it's like, get on your square and get prepared. Because it's rather to be prepared than to be out here slacking, caught slipping. So, stock up on your supplies. Get what you can in the realms of, whatever your finances allow you to do. When I go to the store now, or sometimes, most of the time when I go to the store, I pick up like 1 or 2 little items extra that's on my list. But I'm an advocate. Listen, I hate canned goods. It's got weight, but now they got low sodium and stuff in that. I cannot stand it. And I have it in the back of the cabinets just in case. For the most part, I do buy fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and frozen vegetables. Again, I don't live where I can grow my own. So this is the things that I rely on. But I'm a realist at the end of the day. So I understand that I may have to get me some damn canned tuna fish. I may have to get some chickpeas and make that a tuna fish if I can't buy the tuna fish, right? So we have to be resourceful, economical. And yes, while that's all going on, there's also this birth that's taking place as well. So those are the things that are dying. And while they're dying, it's going to take down as many people as it can. Because it's a parasite. So it leaches on and it's going to try to suck, things out, dry, dismantle, break down. But on the flip side of it is there's this birth that's taking place, or this soon to be birth, which I believe it's birth now, that it's changing for the better in some ways, where it's shaping people who weren't always like this to a new light, bringing them this new consciousness or this awakening of, or reconsciousnness, but there's this awakening happening where they've been laying dormant and it's been always inside of them. Remember in the Matrix, Neo's, his name, right, is an anagram, or is that an anagram? His name is 1 backwards, right? Or his Neo is reverse, is the 1. And he never knew that. And he still questioned it when the oracle said, well, maybe he's not the one then. And he's like, well, y'all really think that I am? Right? And it took him forever, just up until the very end of the movie, to realize that he is the one that's going to save them out of the Matrix, right? So it's been in you all along, but you need something to snap you out of it. And this is what's happening. The way society is moving, the way divine intervention is happening, the ancestors, all that good stuff, all that spirit cooking that's going on, that's going to wake up the sleeping giants. That's waking up the ones that, the chosen, exactly, or the golden child. Is waking those people up. And they've always had it inside of them. They just didn't know it. Now, the ones that knew it was always inside of them, you got to step up your game. Because we're at level 8 right now. We're at level 8. So you got to get to stepping. Because you're being called upon to use the gifts, the God-given gifts, to help humanity out, help your fellow brother and sister out, not just your physical, but your soul family, your tribe, your soul tribe, right? You're not going to be able to reach everybody. That's not, you got to let other people do each part that they're designed to be, to play. So don't try to think you're going to be a savior to everybody. It's not going to happen. But those who are willing to receive and accept, and that's who you reach out to. All right. Try not to give them the Thor hammer, and like, don't be the Bible thumper either. Let these people, because they're awakening. So if you are the one that's up there, the golden child, be easy and gentle with how you talk to your fellow brother and sister, because they're just getting up to that level. They're not on your level yet. So you can't, you're up here and they're here. But you got to help bring them up, because that's your job. You got to help bring them up and elevate them. They may never meet you, or they may surpass you. That's the beauty of this. You are always going to be the student first, and then the teacher. Then we have master teachers who are on level 12. They've already did all that. And they're here to just teach us. So, I don't want to make it look in competition, but there's a small competitiveness in this, if you will, only to get us to rise up to one accord. Not so much to be greater than the next, but to arise to one accord. All right. So that there's this level, playing level where, all right, we're all on this and we can beat the beast, if you will. Because that's what's going on. That's the spiritual warfare, where we have to beat the beast, right? And the more soldiers we got on the team, the better it is. All right. So those who are on the higher levels in this playing field, you're on the front line right now. Unfortunately, I'm right there. You think listen, I've been telling y'all for the past couple of readings, they're like, no more hiding, no more tiptoeing. If you got to give a reading that's prophetic, then that's what you do. If you got to tell somebody something that's kind of like not what, and it's not that I sugarcoat what I'm saying, but they're just like, you got to just tell it. You got to just say it however it comes across. And, while I'm trying to be mindful about how I'm saying it, like, you just got to get the message out there. You just got to get the message out there for those who are going to receive it. Again, I'm not going to stand outside on 125th Street with the bullhorn talking about the end is nigh. Come one, come all. No. I talk to the ones who I know that I can see has got it. That's what I'm saying. Because when you get to a certain level, you can see things already. We can't, where's that doubt and the trust? We can't have that, I don't know, and I'm not. Where's the trust card? Gotta trust it. We gotta trust what's being put out in front of us, because we are in that line of fire, if you will. We got others coming through that we have to help usher over. Some of you could be actually ushering spirits over. I did, and I didn't sign up for that. It's scary, but it's what you signed up for. Your soul signed up for this when it came back, and to be alive right now and to do this work, you signed up for it. So we gotta stop hiding behind and get this work done, because it's calling for us. They're calling for us to stand up right? We've learned some things now. Now we got to use what we learned to move other people along the way. It's not just so much for ourselves anymore. Now we got to help move others along in this journey, because we need more of them than the others that they keep, the BS out there. They need us. And we can't take that for granted. We have to take that as that's a spiritual responsibility. It's like handling a newborn baby. That's how this light is with us, this life. You got to treat it as a newborn baby, very delicately, very precious. Don't take it for granted. And use it to your best ability. And don't use it in the negative aspect or the dark way, because it's only going to come back and bite you. Listen, we're in retrograde of Pluto and Saturn. So if you want to play around out here and get stupid and think you're going to say something to somebody, karma's in the air right now. So tread lightly. Tread lightly. All right, guys. Dragon Ball Z. It's almost a personal message. Aww. Yeah, this is what it is. You and I were in that, and we gotta listen. I'm still like, but I thought I was. They're like, yeah, you are the student now transitioning into. And I'm like, oh wow. That's what 46 is gonna bring. The transitioning up to the other level. So I'm like, great. So it's like level 10 then? Is that what that means? Like 46 breaking down to 10 is like, I'm not ready, Lotus. But I gotta be there. I gotta get ready, right? It is what it is. All right, gang. So thank you very much, everybody who stopped by, came through. My Lotus for holding down the chat. And you guys have a blessed weekend, a safe weekend, for real, for real. Like this is just really wild. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs out here lately. But definitely a safe one, a healthy one, a prosperous one. As I will catch you guys. I was gonna say ooh, that's some high. Yeah, and then so level 10, and then it's like, so then with my age 46 breaking down to 10, and then my birthday being on the 19th breaking down to a 10, that's like, what? Oh man. But I got work to do, I got some books to read, I got homework for the weekend. I also got another book, this I bought for myself though. E.B. Du Bois, one of E.B. Du Bois's books. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, I bought that. So that's another extracurricular activity for the weekend, because I'm just chilling. It's too hot to be moving around and doing all this extra stuff. So, all right, guys, with that being said, yes, Maybach, you as well. Please, spooky hours, I'll try to get up there on spooky. Well, not speak, but I'll try to be there. If I'm not half asleep. This heat just be knocking me out. So, but yeah, I'll try to be there as best as possible. But I appreciate you, my brother Rich, as well. Appreciate the feedback from you guys. And everybody else that came through, salute to you guys. And those who are coming in later on and catching this, I salute to you. I thank you so much. Again, to the new subscribers, I appreciate you very much for tuning in and staying in and receiving the messages that I bring. I appreciate that so very much. And so with that all being said, catch you on the flip side.